equity. It is a thing that is floating on these YouTube spaces. The one thing that's in Shedeur Sanders' contract, the one thing that's sparking interest all around these YouTube spaces, and people want to know what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Shedeur Sanders has managed to shake up the NFL once again, only this time, it's not with touchdown passes but with chicken wings. Rumor has it his rookie contract hides a wild prime equity clause tied directly to KFC buckets. Yes, you read that right, fried chicken equity baked into an NFL deal. Did Dion really sneak in a lifetime wing supply? Are the team's playbooks about to be printed on biscuit wrappers? This isn't just football chatter, it's finger-licking history in the making. The story's hotter than Nashville hot, and the grease hasn't even settled. Picture the NFL's buttoned-up execs sipping kale smoothies, suddenly choking when they hear Shedeur might actually own a slice of KFC itself. Forget sidelines and playbooks, this man is stacking generational wealth, one crispy bucket at a time.
Language in a contract is something that everybody should applaud. Even if you don't like Shedeur Sanders, the fact that your man's bro had it written in there to get certain leverage and percentages in that contract was what changed the game from here on and on out, bro. It's sad guys like Shedeur Stewart is not even signed up yet, but here's what Shedeur did. The equity and value that he gets per merchandise sales, we know Shedeur Sanders is his.
Think about it, while most rookies are still battling over parking spots, fighting for snacks, or just praying for a spot on the depth chart, Shedeur allegedly walked in and flipped the whole script. He's not only negotiating snaps, he's supposedly negotiating drumsticks, thighs, and maybe even mashed potato equity with extra gravy on top. The Colonel himself couldn't have dreamed of a play this bold. Most rookies arrive in the NFL desperate for minutes, just hoping not to get their helmet spun sideways in preseason. Not Shedeur. He strolled in with the kind of swagger that says he already owns the place. And maybe, just maybe, he does. Not just a slice of a football franchise, but a piece of the fried chicken empire that fuels tailgates, Sunday dinners, and cheat day cravings coast to coast. The same guy dropping bombs on the field might soon be dropping secret spices in boardrooms. Picture it, Shedeur Sanders walking into a meeting not just as a quarterback, but as a man writing himself into fried chicken history. And let's be clear, this isn't your average rookie. This is Shedeur Sanders. A headline magnet practically engineered in a lab. After all, his father is none other than Dion Primetime Sanders.
What is it? What is that thing that sparked everyone's interest in Shedeur Sanders and Shedeur Sanders' contract? Who? If you look at it and you think about it, that prime equity thing, it would be a monster change when it comes to NFL contracts. But it's only one thing. You have to be that man. You got to be able to have that star power, that following.
Which is basically like being born holding a platinum business card in one hand and a guaranteed ESPN contract in the other. Primetime didn't just raise a football legend, he raised a CEO in cleats. Shedeur clearly took notes, soaking up business strategy between Hail Marys. Meanwhile, other rookies are out here fumbling Twitter logins or dancing awkwardly on TikTok for sponsorships that barely cover a free tub of protein powder. Not Shedeur, the whispers say he's allegedly cutting a deal for equity in KFC. That's not nil money. That's not a quick endorsement check. That's generational crispy bucket money. The kind of deal where the secret recipe doesn't just stay in a vault, it gets folded into the family trust fund. Think about that. A rookie quarterback pulling off a move that makes Shark Tank pitches look like lemonade stands outside a strip mall. And remember, this play didn't start on the field. The draft moment already flipped expectations when the Browns, miraculously, didn't trip over themselves. But that was only the appetizer. The real feast started when whispers began to leak. Hushed NFL rumors, cryptic tweets, sideline chatter, it all pointed to something unusual hidden deep inside Shedeur's contract. Something crispy. Something seasoned. Something involving buckets. And no, not basketball buckets. We're talking about the alleged prime equity clause. And oh, what a spicy clause it is.
Browns have no guy that's 100% certain at quarterback. None of these four guys. Joe's old. Kenny Pickett has sucked, in my opinion. And the other two guys haven't played. So if the Browns don't give an equal opportunity to all of them, that's a huge mistake.
I agree.
I'm not ready to say they won't just because Shedeur didn't get the opportunity in the mini camps. I think it would be criminal. I'm with you if he doesn't get a legit opportunity to compete and potentially win this job. The idea, I also agree with you, the idea of handing the job to Joe Flacco.
Whispers are swirling that Shedeur's latest move goes far beyond the football field. Sources suggest his deal isn't limited to touchdowns and playbooks, it also comes with a sizzling marketing partnership and even partial brand equity in none other than Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, you read that right. While he's tasked with revitalizing Cleveland on the gridiron, he might also be positioning himself to shake up America's fast food scene, one crispy drumstick at a time. And when you start tracing the clues, it doesn't sound far-fetched. A quick scroll through his Instagram shows him styling in red and white outfits. Was that just fashion, or a subtle nod to the Colonel himself? Add in the story he posted featuring a chicken leg emoji, a money bag, and the caption "buckets on buckets," and suddenly lunchtime flexing looks more like a strategic teaser. Shedeur seems less interested in the standard endorsement route and more focused on flipping the entire playbook. Why settle for a fleeting commercial deal when you can build lasting equity? He isn't here to play checkers or even chess. He's creating a new game where the prizes aren't just trophies, but stock shares, crispy wings, and dipping sauce deals.
Even with this YouTube stuff, you have to know how to brand yourself, bro. Shedeur knew his intellectual properties. He knew situations like his rights as an NFL talent that's valued in life itself higher than his counterparts, higher than teammates. I don't want to hear about the first pick. Shedeur value is incredibly high, even though Travis Hunter is high value as well, because you ain't seen no creature like Travis Hunter. I'm a creature too, we're God's creatures. I'm trying to say he's an unbelievable creature, Travis Hunter, but Shedeur carries a certain je ne sais quoi that a lot of players don't even have, bro.
He's not just thinking small fries, he's thinking lifetime shareholder fries. This isn't your typical endorsement deal, it's ownership with extra sauce. The strategy mirrors LeBron's steak and Blaze Pizza or Tom Brady's TB12 empire, but Shedeur is taking it to another level entirely. Imagine the fusion, fast food meets fast throws. The campaign writes itself: game day buckets, crispy on the outside, calm under pressure on the inside. Every 10-piece comes with a play call, every billboard doubles as a calorie chart while Shedeur launches bombs downfield. Forget Madden ratings, we're talking full-on menu ratings. The Browns still haven't touched a Super Bowl trophy, but let's be real, a rookie quarterback showing up with both a rocket arm and fried chicken equity? That's mogul-level energy. Rings are temporary, equity is forever. He's moonwalking into billionaire status, gravy dripping for extra shine, even if the purists can't help clutching their pearls on the sidelines.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro. You're gonna save the city. You're saving Cleveland. I love you. Hey, turn that up, turn that up.
You good? I'm good. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm okay. Just came to see you today. See you looking icy.
Yeah,
I got you on Instagram.
I like the perfume.
You love it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you want? People holding up my line in here.
Forget the old cliches of football being just about grit and grind. Picture this instead: executives wiping barbecue sauce off their lapels, shouting play calls between bites of fried chicken. The era of quarterbacks being simple field generals is over. Today, they're part athlete, part entrepreneur, and part marketing mogul. Back in the day, a big win might get you a handshake and a steak dinner. Now, players are turning viral TikToks into million-dollar opportunities before halftime. No one embodies this shift more than Shedeur. He isn't just running an offense, he's writing the business playbook. Rumors about his contract suggest it's less about endorsement crumbs and more about ownership stakes, future equity, and generational leverage before his first professional snap. The Browns may have secured more than a franchise quarterback, they might have landed a cultural juggernaut. Imagine First Energy Stadium roaring as fans wave KFC buckets instead of towels, the grease stains transforming into team pride. It's wild, chaotic, and undeniably profitable. And if KFC has any sense, they're already crafting the next signature sauce.
Originator and creator a prime equity clause. I need it documented, and y'all gonna be my witness. I gotta control the narrative of what prime equity is, because these AIs and these people that using it, they don't even know. They don't even know what it is, exactly what it is, and how it's supposed to use, because they not the originator, they not the creator. Now, a lot of these AIs and a lot of these people been talking about prime equity the wrong way. It is not a real clause, and it's not in Shedeur's contract yet. Notice I said yet. And Dion did not create.
A little fiery, bold to the core, and packed with swagger, that's him in a nutshell. Imagine limited edition buckets stamped with his face, QR codes tucked on the side unlocking digital deals every time he finds the end zone. Forget two-piece combos, he could turn them into 2-minute drills and clear out drive-thrus nationwide. Critics roll their eyes, pointing out he hasn't taken a single professional snap yet, but that misses the bigger picture. Shedeur isn't just lining up to play football, he's running capitalism on all Madden difficulty. Whether he throws for 300 yards or 3 picks, the scoreboard that matters, brand power, cultural sway, and even fried chicken profits already leans his way. And the ripple effects? Monumental. Tomorrow's kids won't just dream of being the next Brady, they'll pretend to be Shedeur Sanders, launching imaginary product lines in their backyards. Football dynasties fade, but mobiles? They're built to last.
Ties into brand legacy and financial future to his on-the-field performance, allowing him to potentially benefit from the value he brings beyond just playing football. It could include things like revenue from merchandise, endorsements, and media appearances. So this means because he came into the NFL already a brand, the NFL has to cut him a piece in order to access that. So y'all thought they were just trying to teach him a lesson because of his ego. It was because he was a brilliant.
The Browns marketing team didn't just roll the dice on this campaign, they engineered an entire spectacle. Imagine an end zone transformed into a full-on KFC playground, complete with Shedeur spiking a biscuit like it's the winning touchdown. That moment alone had fans buzzing, but the real magic came with Shedeur's game day bucket, which quickly outshined half the Browns' offensive highlights from last season. Picture this, a fiery chicken bucket draped in a gold chain, his face stamped boldly across the side, and a scannable QR code linking directly to his freshest highlight reel. That's not just a gimmick, it's swagger deep-fried and served hot. Then comes the limited edition prime sauce, rumored to have been stirred by Dion himself in a chalice fit for royalty. Spicy, sweet, and confidence-boosting, it's almost powerful enough to win a trophy on its own. Add in the 2-minute drill meal deal, the league's fastest combo, and suddenly fans are recreating touchdown dances with buckets in hand. Once ashamed Browns supporters are now rocking merch dripping with Shedeur's smirk. This isn't marketing anymore. It's culture, crispy and unstoppable.
I would sit him down and say, Shedeur, here's the answers to the test. You have one season to prove to us that you're the quarterback of the future. We have 2 first-round picks next year. Go play well so we don't have to draft a quarterback. I think he's a better prospect than Dylan Gabriel. I would trade Kenny Pickett.
Mike, how much pressure is that on a 5th rounder?
Yeah, why should he only have one season when other
because you have 2 first-round picks.
Leash?
Because Molly, they have 2 first-round picks. Next year's draft is loaded with quarterbacks. So to me, your best chance to start is right now.
Got you.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a sense of urgency that, look, next year, Jacksonville, if they don't make the playoffs, that could be a high pick. And we know that, again, there's probably at least 4, maybe 5.
The Cleveland Browns are no longer the league's perennial punchline, they've transformed almost overnight into cultural powerhouses. A single viral clip of Shedeur tossing a no-look pass while holding a chicken bucket has reached more people than some multi-million-dollar marketing campaigns. Suddenly, the team's image has shifted from "please don't embarrass us" to "grab our quarterback's combo meal at your nearest drive-thru." The rise has been so rapid that it's rattling the NFL's traditionalists, leaving the old guard sputtering into their popcorn. To them, this isn't football anymore, it's fast food capitalism gone wild. Yet many of those same critics type furious rants online with grease-stained fingers from their own secret KFC orders. The nostalgia for leather helmets and handshake deals doesn't change reality. This isn't a gimmick, it's a new model. Shedeur hasn't just joined the NFL, he's rewritten the rookie playbook, blending swagger, brand power, and performance into one unstoppable package.
He did maybe feel like, okay, he might have bombed his interviews and stuff, but it really just comes down to the simple fact that people were kind of just hating on Shedeur, man. Everyone was mad about his confidence. Everyone was mad about the way he's acting. A guy that never got in trouble, was never in the headlines for the wrong reasons. You guys were just mad at the confidence he displayed while on the football field, confidence he displayed as a person. He's a quarterback. He's now an NFL quarterback. You have to act like that. You can't be a humble dude, respectfully. And looking at it now, there really isn't too much that I'm buying into anymore. He's going to be the Browns starting quarterback at some point during this season. He might very well be the Browns starting quarterback week 1. We're going to see as time goes on, but yeah, no, I'm not buying into any of these narratives that were portrayed about Shedeur Sanders because they all, to me, seem like they were fabricated and just flat out false.
His deal isn't just historic, it's instructional. What we're witnessing isn't a gimmick or a fad. Nil was never the endgame, it was only the teaser trailer, the preview of something far larger. And now Shedeur has stepped fully into a new reality where branding isn't the extra, it is the game plan. Call it Deion Legacy 2.0. His father, Prime Time, built the runway, crafting the blueprint for mixing sports with spectacle. Now Shedeur is taking off, and he's not just holding a football, he's carrying a tray of tenders. The traditionalists might roll their eyes, but they'll have to adjust quickly, because rookie contracts of the future won't stop at signing bonuses. They'll come bundled with merch lines, signature sauces, collectibles, and maybe even toys in the box. It's basically Happy Meal season for the NFL. And if you think the madness stops at fried chicken, you're not paying attention. Imagine Taco Bell equity tied to Shedeur's Crunchwrap cadence, a Popeyes QB sneak combo, or a Nike collab where custom wing sneakers come scented like barbecue and feature built-in dipping sauce storage. At this pace, nothing is off the menu. Call it wild, call it trolling, call it whatever you want. Shedeur's finger-licking playbook just shifted the culture. Even if it turns out to be smoke and mirrors, the mission's already accomplished. People are talking. His name is in every group chat, headlining every sports site, maybe even printed on KFC boxes from Ohio to Omaha. Whether the equity clause is real almost doesn't matter. The buzz is real, and buzz equals power faster than you can say extra crispy. This is athlete entrepreneurship on a new level. The future stars won't wait until retirement to build wealth, they'll flip culture into capital before their first snap.
This is going to be one of the richest quarterbacks ever. Prime equity. I want you guys to understand that word, prime equity. Yesterday I did a video about him receiving $14 million in commission from $250 million earned from his jersey sale. A lot of y'all said, Cap, that's a lie. When Shedeur signed his deal with the Browns, which was $4.6 million, there was a clause in his contract that was called prime equity. This clause ties...
Shedeur Sanders might just become the first quarterback to prove that a highlight reel doesn't have to be limited to touchdowns, trophies, and game. In his world, it can just as easily include stock charts, business equity, and even fast food partnerships. That's the kicker. Whether this strategy is a legitimate long-term blueprint or one of the boldest marketing stunts in NFL history, Sanders has already changed the conversation. After just one rookie season, he has executives scrambling, rivals watching closely, and fans hungry not just for football highlights but for everything connected to his growing brand. The Browns may have thought they were signing a quarterback, but in reality, they signed an entire franchise. Sanders is part athlete, part entrepreneur, part cultural movement. His name doesn't just trend on social media, it lingers, multiplies, and sells. A single cryptic post from him can outshine half the league's official announcements, giving him unprecedented power for a rookie. Here's the bigger picture: if Sanders' model works, he has opened the door for the next generation of athletes to demand more. Forget limiting endorsement deals to sneakers or cereal boxes. Imagine rookies walking into the league with equity in pizza chains, coffee brands, streaming platforms, or tech startups. For Sanders, touchdowns may define the box score, but business equity could define his legacy. He didn't arrive in the NFL to simply blend in. He came to flip the script, stack buckets on and off the field, and redefine what it means to be a football star in the modern era. Whether it's a deep ball on Sunday or a boardroom deal on Monday, Shedeur Sanders is building a playbook that reaches far beyond the stadium walls.